Hello, very warm welcome back to Dodgers Trips. Good morning from Halong Bay in Vietnam. Yeah, this is we've had 3 nights now in Halong Bay. Thought I'd bring you a bit of an update of how we're finding things. This is the one town or city, whatever, that I knew very little about. I knew quite a bit about things to do in Sapa and things to see and do in Hanoi, and we had good times there. Halong Bay is primarily, I think, for foreign tourists, is just a destination to come and catch one of the cruise boats that go take you out into Halong Bay for 2 nights or 1 night, depending on your budget. Hundreds and hundreds of cruise ships. That's all I really knew about Halong Bay. So after 3 days, my feelings are mixed. We had a great night last night. We went to that Halo show, the water and light show there, that free display. That was really good.
Trong ít phút nữa, Halong Bay Show, màn giao hưởng rực rỡ của âm nhạc, ánh sáng và huy động nước sẽ chính thức bắt đầu. Đây là show nâng nước di tích địa điểm di sản Hạ Long, được vinh danh với 3 kỷ lục Việt Nam, nơi nghệ thuật và thiên nhiên hòa quyện để tạo nên những khoảnh khắc khó quên.
Bắt đầu.
we decided to walk a little bit after that. Head back towards the hotel. We weren't going to walk all the way, but along the way there was loads of people sort of having get-togethers out on the pavement at tables out, and we saw a group of young people, maybe about 10, 12 young people, and they were all having food and drinks, and they had the karaoke going, and Sandy sort of shouted over and waved to them, and they all waved back really enthusiastically and said, come, come, come. We had a great time. They were so friendly, so welcoming. They were offering us shrimps, and which we don't eat seafood really, and I think it's something called guava. It was like a spirit, like whiskey, just tasted like whiskey really. Sandy had like this spirit and Coke. I just had it neat, and I had 3 of those, and they were double ones. It was just like cowboy style, just necking in one. And they were singing. They were all really good singers on the karaoke, I've got to say. And yeah, really, really friendly. Loads of a few group photos and things like that. So yeah, that really made the night actually. The Halo show and then meeting them people who were so friendly.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Oh, brilliant! Thank
Hạnh phúc là ảo mộng giữa chúng ta, chỉ còn lại một nỗi xót xa lạ.
Came back and we saw a little bit of the food fest as we arrived back in our grab taxi back to the hotel, and there's a little night market thing going on as well adjacent to the food stall, so we're going to go there tonight. Yeah, Halong Bay, it's a lot of it, certainly the part we're staying in, is still under development. There's I can show you, you've already seen this probably on the video. This is a parking lot below for this Citadine's big huge building, and there is going up a couple of new towers, and then there's going to be all the low level housing apartments along the edge of this man-made marina here, pretty much like you can see over in the distance. But the construction is doing our head in. We had an idea from the photograph on Airbnb of this view over here that it was like desolate, and we thought, oh, I bet that's like a building site or something. But we didn't realise that the hours are way different to UK. So they don't have Saturday and they don't have Sunday off. It's just the work just progresses relentlessly, and they work until about 10 o'clock at night, and they start about 4 o'clock in the morning, drilling, banging. Sandy said actually this morning there was one lone digger and it was banging away at 2 o'clock this morning, but with me having them guavas, I slept quite well last night. The best night of sleep I've had of the 3 that we spent in this apartment. The apartment is perfect, it's lovely, nothing wrong with it at all. The lady has been really, really helpful when we were struggling with like the aircon or the accessing, getting in the apartment with the door code and all that sort of thing. She's patient and understanding and really helpful. And she's offered suggestions of places to eat and things like that. The place on the beach that we walked down to yesterday, she recommended it was a good place for seafood, but don't do seafood. So, but we had to sit on the hammock and on the bean bags, and nobody come and pestered you for a drink, even though it's part of the establishment. And lots of other people were doing the same thing as well. So that wasn't a bad afternoon. Don't know what we're doing today. like I say, so much of it is like under development, and lots of stuff is like brand new. Certainly within the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you can see it's not any older than that. And in some ways, it's like so modern, it's characterless. Where I love the buzz of Hanoi, the excitement, or the thrill of crossing the roads and all that sort of thing. Here it's all more sort of orderly and new. So it doesn't have that character and like being the speciality of Sapper being up in the mountains. That was something unique as well. So we need maybe to get out a bit more from this local area and see what else there is about. Yeah, I decided not to take one of these Halong Bay cruises. It just seems too mass tourism for me. It's a bit like why Venice banned all the cruise ships coming in. It just got oversaturated, and I think that's the point that Halong Bay cruises are like. It's like, you know, you put your hand out over the ship's side and touch another cruise ship almost. It's that packed. We may go to Cat Bar Island after this, I'm not sure. Just for the ferry ride and maybe have a couple of nights there, who knows. We're not into the trekking through the jungle, so the majority of Cat Bar Island is a national park with lots of hiking trails and things like that, which we wouldn't do. Well, not Sandy can't manage that sort of thing for sure. There's a few like quiet little beaches. We might go for a couple of days and maybe have good night's sleep away from the noise of the construction. And there's a company called Cat Bar Express, which will take you from Cat Bar back to Hanoi if that's where we want to go next. I don't even know. I've run out of plans as such. In the next couple of days, I'll have to think about booking somewhere and make a decision where to go. I do want to try a train in Vietnam as well at some point, so might go back to Hanoi for the train and start to head south then. That's the eventual plan, that we move south of the country. All right, that's the little update from halfway through our stay in Halong Bay. I'll see you all later.